Rural communities. They are the places that feel like home, a deeply rooted part of our heritage, and a celebration of hardworking entrepreneurial people who can't imagine living anywhere else. Dakota Resources understands that thriving rural communities contribute to the economic health and vitality of our region, affecting everything from our industries to our ability to attract and keep young people. This is why Dakota Resources is not just a champion for rural communities. We are a catalyst for economic development, capable of helping committed, invested rural communities ruralize their potential through proven initiatives and strategic solutions.
Ruralizing potential. There are things that can happen in rural places in special ways. In today's economy and today's age, you can do almost any kind of business and live out in these quiet places where kids are safe and the kids can be on the football team and not just sitting on the bench or drive their bicycles up and down the streets at night. That's the life we live in rural communities here. There's really nothing you can't do in a rural place and have the experience of that quality of life that people long for.
Over the years, Dakota Resources has strategically developed 4 key focus areas to help impact rural communities. They are capital development through our Capital Investment Fund, entrepreneur development through Dakota Rising, housing development through the Home Address Initiative, leadership development through hands-on coaching and deep community involvement. By engaging rural communities in new ways of thinking, Dakota Resources has made significant impacts across the state through these collaborative initiatives. The good news? It's working. Since its inception, Dakota Resources Capital Investment Fund, a flexible, low-interest loan program for development organizations, has helped impact our rural communities in a variety of ways. In Sturgis, a CIF loan contributed to the construction of Aspen Grove, a $3.2 million assisted living facility. Webster Area Development Corporation utilized CIF assistance to help build Anderson Industries, employer to over 180 people. In Aberdeen, the CIF was one source of funding used to build a $22 million plant for molded fiberglass. CIF financing made it possible to construct Global Polymer Industries in Madison, employing over 100 people. One of our most visible programs, Dakota Rising, helps communities cultivate business growth and entrepreneurship through the Dakota Rising Fellowship Initiative. Dozens of Dakota Rising Fellows have taken their businesses to new levels with the help of Dakota Rising's resources, support, and networking. Every rural entrepreneur has an amazing success story to tell, including Toby and Wayne Vanderlyn, who distribute wild Dutchman seeds all over the country. Kelly Melius, owner of Common Sense Manufacturing in Fulton, with a growing staff of employees serving 8 states. And Brian Leslie of Western Sky Media, now developing pilot TV programs for national network distribution. Another common struggle for rural communities is a lack of adequate housing. Dakota Resources Home Address Initiative is designed to bring local people together to dig deep into housing issues, identify key problems, and create strategic solutions. After learning about a dire need for housing in Miller, Travis Anderberg refurbished 4 apartments above his pharmacy that were rented before they were completed. Wagner worked with Home Address to hire a part-time code enforcement officer to help address landlord-tenant relationships. And a group of Fulton volunteers cleared 7 dilapidated properties in just 1 month, making room for new housing and fostering a community-wide cleanup effort. While housing and home address sites is in development, significant impacts have been made since its inception in 2012. The final focus area for Dakota Resources involves leadership development through community coaching. Through this impactful initiative, coaches mentor community members to become visionary thinkers and doers. They show people, young and old, how to take ownership of community projects. They build relationships, engage conversation, and help overcome obstacles with new ideas and innovative approaches.
When we began our journey, we had 10 people in the economic development group. Now we have 5 separate pillars and over 100 people involved throughout our community at different levels. Without Dakota Resources, we never would have reached that number.
While rural communities across the country are struggling, Dakota Resources is helping rural South Dakota not just survive, but thrive. Through long-term relationships designed to grow businesses, nurture entrepreneurs, develop strategic housing, and foster community leadership, communities are ruralizing their potential in every way.
It's really about what we believe. It's really about how we behave as leaders and as people who want to make a difference. And if we believe that we can make a difference in our community, and that at the heart of it, that's what Dakota Resources work is really about. It's about giving people confidence. And we're seeing it. It works. Places like Faulkton and Webster and Wagner and a whole lot of other places. There is hope. There is a future for rural communities in our state.
Whether you are a rural community looking for innovative solutions or you're someone who wants to invest in South Dakota, Dakota Resources thanks you for allowing us to ruralize our own potential through committed relationships, invested guidance, and a true passion for strengthening rural communities. Thank you.